Karel Roessingh, whose magic hands are dancing on the piano, and our Kelby MacNayr, vocals and drums. Always a pleasure, always a pleasure. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So here we are at the Victoria True Centre, and we'd just like to welcome everybody here. And when we talk about everybody being welcome, we mean everybody. And some churches have that little sign that says that, but what we mean here is we truly welcome you with love. You all know our motto, live life lovingly. We have some long-time members here. It's good to see, one or two new faces. But when we talk about welcoming everybody, we mean no matter what you look like, no matter where you're from, no matter what country you're from, no matter what you believe in. Some people started out at some other church and then they make their own minds up. Some people go to a couple different churches. Doesn't matter. We're just glad you're here to listen to our positive, loving thoughts. And the other thing is, it doesn't matter who you love. It does not matter who you love, because love is love, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to start off. We're going to have our opening song, which is When You Believe. So check it out, by Eddie Watkins Jr. The words are up there. We'll be led by, take it away, Kelby MacNayr.
Yes, indeed. Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's nice to see you all. Now, this is a great number, as said by Eddie Watkins Jr. from Detroit. Now, if dancing is on your menu this morning, then we heartily invite you. But if you would prefer to dance in your chair, that is just fine as well. But it is an infectious groove, so please feel free to stamp and clap along, and please do sing along. I think you'll catch on pretty quick if you don't know it already. Here we go. 1, 2, 1. Oh, wow. All right. Woo! There we go. All right. All right. Huh. Anything is possible when you believe. You know that anything is possible when you believe. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. You know that you can change a life when you believe. Know that you can change a life when you believe in yourself. In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. True words. Now I invite you to take a moment to say hello to your neighbor. Share a blessing or your favorite dance move. Woo! All right. Uh-huh. 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 Woo! Uh-huh. Yeah, that's some joy in the room this morning. All right, here we go. Yes, indeed. Gonna make a miracle when you believe. Yes, you're gonna make a miracle when you believe. Gonna make a miracle when you believe. Here we go. Everything you want. Everything you want, you got when you believe in yourself. In yourself. Woo! In yourself. In yourself. I believe in me. and I believe in you. When we believe in each other, there ain't nothing we can't do. Na 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 na. I believe in me, woo! And I believe in you. When we believe in each other, there ain't nothing we can't do. Woo! Thank you, everyone. That was beautiful. What a lot of joy and energy first thing in the morning.
Sunshine today. Yes, yes, yes. Fabulous, well needed. So I was just wondering, I believe we only have one person that is new to Celebrate Sunday. Is it Dawn is the only one that's very done? Anybody else? Anybody else here for the first time on a Sunday? And what was your name? Donna and? Okay, Donna, Glenn, and Dawn. Len, sorry. Donna, Len, and Dawn. Okay, so we're going to welcome you with love, as we like to say. We love you, we appreciate you, and we're so glad you are here. Woo-hoo. Okay, it's nice when we do these talks, like the First Nations people, when they share their information, they have a high amount of respect for people that are older than them. And they gather and they share words of wisdom. And they have respect for the children. They have respect for the people that are older than them that have the knowledge. And that gathering and sharing of stories and information is what we do here. We present some ideas, and you get to think about them, and you get to decide what you want to believe in. But I'm not sure how many people here have always lived in Victoria or always lived in Canada, but I think more than anything, we're grateful for where we get to live. And in this beautiful, beautiful city, we're very, very grateful. But we're also on the lands of the Lekwungen, the territorial land of the Lekwungen people, which is the land of the Songhees and the Esquimalt nations. And way before we all became environmentally sensitive, way before we did, they were honoring and respecting the land and the quality of the air and of the seas and the oceans and the rivers. So we are blessed to be in this sacred space. So when you walk through the doors, that this 1914 building, we are so blessed to be here. And it's a place where you can be safe and you can express your ideas, or you can just be quiet and listen and not say anything. You don't have to hug people if you don't want to. You can get hugs and love if you want to. So we are so gifted to be in this space, and it's in the spirit of harmony and respect and love that we gather upon these sacred lands. And may our community uphold this legacy of care and the interconnectedness that the Longese people have and continue to embody in all that we learn and manifest here. And so together we say, Hushka. And that means, from the First Nations language, in gratitude and thank you. It's Hushka. So, now we get to have some reflective music. So if I could welcome up Reverend Raymond Pilon. So if you have a seat up here, that we're going to do the reflective music, I Live in the Flow of Love, and then we're going to have the opening prayer and blessing. So maybe get you to just hang on to this for when you're ready?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll have a microphone, yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to. I'm going to just...
Put that there.
I forgot. Well, thanks, Glenn and Liam.
By our own Rev.Lesia Kohut. We hope you enjoy. If you feel like singing along, please do. If you'd like to just sit back and listen, you're welcome to do that too. I live in the flow of love. I love as I release. I breathe in the flow of joy. I breathe in the flow of peace. I breathe in the flow of love. I breathe as I release. I trust in the flow of joy. I trust in the flow of peace. Trust in the flow of love. I trust as I release.
Good morning, everyone. Please close your eyes, feet on the floor. Take a deep breath. Journey within, where love energy, the universe resides. I know there is one power, one love energy, and in this moment, I bring into my awareness this truth. Through my breath, I am aware of its presence. And so I asked this loving energy, in this moment, right here, right now, that we be at peace. That we let the love flow. So right now, right here, the love is flowing. Unconditionally. We rejoice in it, knowing the truth. In this moment, it is a transformation. And it is beautiful. And so I release this back to the universe, knowing it is done. I am so grateful for this truth. I'm grateful for all the beautiful souls that have chosen to be here today. And those who may see us online as well, welcome. I release it to the universe, I let it go, and so it is. And so it is.
sing in the flow of joy. I sing in the flow of peace. I sing in the flow of love. I sing as I release. I share in the flow of joy. I share in the flow of peace. I share in the flow of love. I share as I flow in the flow of joy. I flow in the flow of peace. I am in the flow of love. I thrive as I release. I am in the flow of love. I thrive as I release.
So, look at February's theme, transformation. It's incredible. So we've got a little affirmation for this transformation theme. That's all good. So let's just read it, and then we're all going to say it together, okay? We consciously experience the infinite potentiality of our being, okay? So how about we sit up straight and all say this positively together. We consciously experience the infinite potentiality of our being. Now, does anybody have any thoughts about how the transformation theme or this affirmation, what it means to them? Oh, here we go, Bill Keimer. You're going to have to meet me halfway, Bill. Yeah, I was going to say, otherwise I'm going to cut Loretta and Ed off with the cord. There we go.
Hi, I'm one of the elders, and I have a thought about transformation. Transformation isn't transformation different and more than a process of changing how we act or how we behave. A butterfly is not a caterpillar with wings, and not something that acts differently or behaves differently than it did before, like flying or something like that. And when we see a butterfly, we don't say, "Oh, look how well that caterpillar is flying." No, a butterfly doesn't just act differently. It has been transformed. It is something different than what it once was. So can we do that? I think first that to recognize that it's not an instant process. It takes time. It takes time for that caterpillar. I've read about the different stages that the caterpillar goes through to become a butterfly. So it's a process for us, not a road to Damascus moment. And the second thing is New Thought teaches us that the starting point is our minds, our thoughts, and that's what we see in the affirmation today, because our thoughts then will bring out and manifest in our lives, and we will experience consciousness. We will gradually become aware of our divinity and our oneness with one another and with God. We will be something that we were not before. We'll be transformed.
Thank you very, very much, Bill. That was excellent, excellent. Change your thinking and you can change your world. So I have the pleasure today of introducing Reverend Raymond Pilon. And I'll just give you a brief little intro about about his life. He was born in 1944, and he was born in icy northern Saskatchewan in a tiny log cabin with a dirt floor in the Métis Aboriginal village of Chetic Lake. And when he was 27, he discovered with various help that he had narcolepsy, which is an incurable sleep disorder, and he became addicted to Ritalin for 10 years, and then he went cold turkey, and he transformed to being drug-free. And then, when he was in his 40s, he became aware of his non-physical light being living in a human body, and he transformed himself from being addicted to the emotional pain of narcolepsy. He attended the Simon Fraser University, and he got his Bachelor of Experimental Psychology, and he had 2 minor degrees, one in drama and one in computing science, and then he had a 5-year career in acting, and he starred in the movie. He had a little role in the movie My American Cousin. So he's, simple beginning, but it gets more complicated. In 1987, he was influenced by Deepak Chopra and Jean Houston at International Human Unity Conference, and he transformed from being a hard-nosed experimentalist in psychology to metaphysics. And then he entered the Science Mind Ministry in 1990. And in 1993, very important year, Raymond married Blenda. And he often claims Blenda is the greatest success of my life. And he said, through our marriage, I have found ultimate joy. But in 1996, with another reverend, he began the Religious Science International Church at Ladner, and it then became the Center for Spiritual Living in 2012. And then in 2001, Raymond and Blenda moved to Virginia Beach, Virginia, and they launched a second church called God is One. And they retired in 2006. They've been in Canada since, I think, 2015. And he'll tell you more about this, but I'll just mention he wrote a book, The Quantum Love Gene, and he's in the process of having it made into a movie. So let's put our hands together and give a nice, warm Victoria Truth Center welcome to Reverend Raymond Pilon.
Thank you.
You've seen these two together, cute lovebirds. Now, I'm going to put my mic down because you got yours, right?
Check.
I'm going
to move you over to the center. Thank you. Well, that's good right there.
I'm going to take this away. Okay. And
Or something else. Can anybody guess what that means? Is it this, or is it something else? Is there something you'd like to be transformed into in this moment? Is there a pain going through your body that you'd like to release and have a transformation? Is it a stock market that you hope will go up and up like silver? Is it a relationship that's about to blossom? Or a family member that you will reunite with? These are all transformations that we experience in one form or another. The Buddhists have an interesting saying. They say that the only thing that's permanent is change. I like that, because everything changes. Nothing stays the same. Blenda and I have a little song that goes something like this. We are moving forward, yes we are. We are moving forward, yes we are. You can't stand still and you can't go back. The only way to go is forward. I wasn't planning on singing that, but that's okay. It's just a plain truth. You can't stand still. Time moves on. It's been 10 seconds since I started. Or is it 20? So what is transformation? How does it take place in our bodies? What's going on? What causes transformations? The scientific community has their explanation, and valid so. Sometimes it's pain, that we would like to be better than, or bigger than what we are today. Sometimes it's desire for growth and fulfillment, or the innate drive to become a better version of ourselves. I remember when I was 86. Does anybody here remember, some of the older guys here, remember the International Human Unity Conference that was held in Vancouver in 87, 86? People like Gene Houston were there, Deepak Chopra. I got to meet Deepak, starting in his career, I might add. Fabulous individual even at that time. Up until that time, I was a hard-nosed scientist at Simon Fraser Universities, doing double-up blind studies, etc., etc. Loved it. It was great. When I went to the conference, I don't know what inspired me to go there, but I went. I guess it was to meet Chopra. Anyway, I had a major transformation from being a hard-nosed scientist to 180 degrees to recognizing that I really appreciate something called metaphysics. It answered so many questions that I wanted in the spiritual world that I'd left behind. "30 years ago, 30 years prior to that, I was raised in a traditional church. Learned all about hell and damnation and fear. Somehow that just didn't sit with me all those years. And when somebody mentioned Aristotle and metaphysics and logistics and all that stuff, it just grabbed me. That was a transformation. You know, I often ask people around me, maybe even some of you here, who transformed from the traditional religious community into metaphysics. What was that moment like for you? Do you remember? Or did you grow up in a metaphysical community? She did, the little rascal. She grew up, she was born into a Unitarian church. Does anybody have that luck? No. So making that transformation for me was a major, major, major shift. Can you appreciate that? You guys understand what I'm talking about? Okay. Blenda and I had made some interesting transformations in our years. One of them was kind of strange, but different. Has anybody here walked on burning coals? You guys never did that? Come on. Nobody? We did. You really had to have faith, let me tell you. You had to reach a point where you knew you would be transformed into something else if you did not have faith. Your feet would have ouchies, major ouchies. But we had faith, and we did it. We had another transformation. Because we believed that as spirit beings, we could do this. We could do this. And so, another transformation. Oh, I got lots of them. Does anybody here would like to share one of the transformations very briefly? Anything? Anybody? I invite you to just say what you transformed into or from. Oh, come on, there's got to be one. Dwight? No? Okay. He's my friend. Okay, we'll pass on that one. You took my notes. Uh-oh. Oh, that's funny. You took my talk. You want to do my talk? No? You don't want to do it, eh?
The first part was the intro, but then the last bit has got the last bit I see has
See, mine's in 20 points. Yours is in 12. So, why do we transform? Because we want to be better? Because we want to connect with that which we are? Here's a question for you. Yes or no, or which one? Are you a spirit being having a human experience? Or are you a spiritual being having a human experience? How many people here would agree that they are spiritual beings having a human experience? Put up your hands. Do you know that's the entire room? Do you know that? Because we are all enlightened or aware of who and what we are. We are spiritual light beings. Each and every one of us. When we look in each other's eyes and we share, it's not by accident. There's a purpose. Because the eyes are the window to the universe. The eyes are the only part of your body that has depth. It doesn't stop like the skin. You can see through the person's soul. And you can feel the love or the hate. That's a transformation. And just connecting with each other. Transformation is painful sometimes. Some people think that dying is painful. We shouldn't die, or we can't die, or don't talk about it. That's a no-no. Please don't talk about death. Okay, let's reverse that. How about being born? We decided to come into this planet. I decided to come into this planet my time. Why shouldn't it be my time, my choice, when I leave? There's a concept. It should be. Why should I die in pain? Or if you do know somebody that is dying in pain, the transformation of that is absolutely mind-boggling about what that relationship can be. But they're both important, are they not? Everybody knows that we're going to leave this planet. That's not a question. Why does it have to be bad? Hell, I look forward to it. Actually. Because I intend to ascend to at least the fifth dimension. Don't go to the fourth. No, don't go to the fourth dimension. Okay, let me wrap this up. I welcome transformation every day. Every time I wake up in the morning, I say, oh my God, I survived another night. Wait a minute, I had a wonderful dream. I remember my dreams. I'm one of those people that remembers his dreams. That's why Angelica asked me to write this book based on 41 dreams. So I wake up in the morning and I say, there's my sweetie pie next to me, and thank you, God, this day you made for me. I say this every morning. Thank you, God, this day you made for me. I am grateful. Thank you. Bless you all.
Thank you. Sorry, that was me. Sorry I nicked them from you. So now is the time we get to think about Raymond's talk. I can't help it. Everybody loves Raymond. Sorry, I've been thinking about that for the last couple days. They did a whole show about that. So now we call this conscious connection. So we'd like you to gather in groups of 2s or 3s, turn your chairs around, little groups, so that you can have a chance to reflect and talk about Raymond's talk. If you want to gather in a little circle and just listen to what other people say, that's fine too. If you need to stretch your legs or get a tea or water, that's fine as well. So we'll have maybe 10 minutes. I will do the ding on the little bowl when time's up. Okay, thank you. Anyway, lots of really nice connection. It's really, really nice that we have our church family, that we share, that we connect, because it's a really important part of our group to not just talk to you, it's to get your input and reflection, because that's what helps everybody on their spiritual growth. So we have lots of things to be grateful for. We're grateful for Glenn and Liam doing the tech. We're grateful for Karel and Kelby providing music. We're grateful for Glenn Geimer, who is our greeter today. So there's lots of ways people contribute by volunteering their time. If there's other ways you'd like to show your gratitude, there's listed the e-transfer, credit card, etc. But we'd like to think about being grateful. So I would like us to say our affirmation all together with hands on our heart, strong voices, positive voices. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing enthusiasm with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. So now we get to have another, grateful for this song that's I Share, Send My Love by Karen Drucker and Joyce Rippon.
Well, you might know this one. And if you don't, you'll catch on pretty quick. Feel free to sing along or just to enjoy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I share my love over the mountain. I share my love over the sea. I share my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I share my joy over the mountains. I share my joy over the sea. I share my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. I share my power over the mountains. I share my power over the sea. I share my power into the heavens, and it returns to me.
As we bring this wonderful celebration to a close, look at each other for a moment. Really, really look and say, I see the God in you staring back at me. Bless you. And please, let's give thanks to these beautiful two spirit beings that are here today, that have made all of this possible. Thank you. There is one God, one power. It's called love energy. It is here. It is there, it's everywhere, and we become aware of it right now, right here. and we say thank you. We are all blessed. May you go in peace.
Over the mountain, I share my peace. Over the sea, I share my peace. Into the heavens, and it returns to me. One more time. I share my love over the mountains. I share my love over the sea. I share my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. Let's sing that part again. And it returns to me. One more time, please. And it returns to me.
Fabulous. So now it's a time that we give everybody a little blessing, a little affirmation. So if you look at the box, have a look at it. You are beautiful. And you take one little affirmation that you can put on your mirror or tuck in your pocket and pass it along. It's always good to have a little positive affirming message that you can look at all during the week. So I'll announce for announcements. If on the second and fourth Sunday of every month is the prayer circle. Today is that day. We have Reverend Carolyn Sheldon here, and our other reverends are going to be staying for the prayer circle. If you know somebody that needs affirmative prayer, there's a little box with a butterfly on it in the middle of the table, and there's little prayer requests that you can ask for a prayer. It can be for yourself. It can be for somebody you know. It can be somebody that maybe needs spiritual uplifting. It's not like they have to have a physical ailment. Sometimes people need a mental or a spiritual lift as well. And then, how can I volunteer? We have an incredible team of volunteers. We have a team that does the greeting. We have a team that helps with setting up the chairs. After the service, we also ask that you, if you can, you help put the chairs away. And, you know, you can be a greeting at the Sunday services or the Wednesday. We have sign-up sheets. Just talk to somebody. You'll be part of a team. You won't be doing it on your own, but it's a way that you can help contribute to our spiritual society. And what about member? What if you've been coming here and you'd like to become a member? There are some membership forms on a clipboard off to the side. Or no, there's just membership forms on the table. They have a little card that you can keep, and you can fill out the forms. You can give them to any board member that's here. Who else have we got here? We've got Mary and myself. It's a little bit thin for board members. Usually there's 3 or 4. A fellowship Sunday is on the third Sunday of each month, right after the service from 12 to 1. So we have our meditation, we have the service at 11, and then we do a community potluck. So that will be next Sunday, which will be the 15th. Okay. So please come and share and have some lunch with us after the service. And this is so exciting. We have these classes coming up that are exploring the practice of prayer. It's a 5-week class that is starting this coming Saturday, February the 14th. Now, you're going to talk about this one, Sherry? So our own Sherry Morgan here is, it's a fabulous class. So there you go.
Thank you, Linda. So, Rev.Lesia and I are co-leading Exploring the Practice of Prayer. It's a 5-week series starting next Saturday. And Rev.Lesia, we all know, is a reverend of the New Thought ministry, I guess you'd call it. And she, of course, does affirmative prayer. and is very skilled in affirmative prayer, which kind of affirms that we're all one, we're all God, we've got everything within us and that kind of thing. I'm looking forward to learning more from her. And I've been taught since 1997 through various indigenous shamans and elders and teachers galore, and directly by the Spirit of Fire, about what I would call maybe relational prayer. So, of course, we are spirit, as Reverend Raymond said, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, but everything else is spirit. So my specialty really is to help you connect your spirit with the spirit alive in aspects of nature and receive direct guidance. Is there ever a time in our world when we need prayer more than we need it now? And I promise you there are effective prayers and not effective prayers. So please come, consider coming. It's by donation to the Victoria Truth Center, 5 weeks starting next Saturday afternoon, 2.5 hours each week. Thank you.
Excellent. From 1 till 3:30. We also have, this is new, we're going to have it twice a year. This will be the first one this year, the VTC orientation class. So it'll be on Sunday, February 22nd from 12:30 till 2. It's free for all, just to learn more about what we're all about and help you on your spiritual journey. So is there any, we've got so many events. So we've got so many things. So every Sunday we have Celebrate. The second and fourth is the Healing Circle. Friendship is the Fellowship. That's the potluck lunch is the third Sunday. Every Wednesday from 7 to 8:45 is Elevate. And then we've got what she said, the Exploring Prayer. We've got the orientation class. And then those are the other people that use our facility. And more people are starting to use our facility, which is really nice to have our building used. So does anybody have any announcements about something happening in the community? No? I guess we've heard. So this is our closing song, Join the Revelation. Oh, this is done by Rev.Lesia and Kelby.
Well,
Nice, nice.
She kindly gave me writing credit, but I only helped with the chords. She had the words and the melody. So you've all heard about joining the revolution. This, of course, is joining the revelation. This could be a fun one if you care to stand up and join me. You know, a little help with the step clap. Woo! All right, here we go. You might not know it yet, but you'll know it in just a moment. Here we go. B flat, 2. All right, here we go. In this world of wonder, there's a strong vibration here for creating here and now. We take our thoughts and feelings, use imagination, focus our attention. That's the how we're living life. Life, we're feeling joy. Joy, we're making peace. Peace with heart and mind. We're being love. Love, we're hitting faith. Faith, we're spiraling up. Up all the time. Woo! That's it. That's it. All right. Okay, I love the dancing and clapping. Here we go. In anticipation of a new direction, a yearning for the truth of you and me. People of all ages, lifetimes and devotions, embracing universal divinity. We're living life, life, we're feeling joy, joy, we're making peace, peace in heart and mind. Living life, life, we're having faith, faith, we're spiraling up, up all the time. Feeling elevation, raise the love vibration, quantum elevation, wow. Time for celebration, be the transformation, join the revelation now. Woo! All right, take a moment to say a blessing to your neighbor. All right, here we go. We're living life, we're feeling joy, we're making peace, in heart and mind. We're being love, we're having faith, we're smiling up, all the time. Woo! All right, thank you so much. We're being love, we're having faith, we're smiling up, all the time. We're being love, we're smiling up, we're having faith, all B section. Feel that elevation, raise the love vibration, quantum elevation, wow. All right, here we go. That's Karel Roessingh on the piano, everyone. Karel Roessingh. Thank you all so much.